close. Don't be shy. Yep. Come in close. Perfect. Before we start, anything to do that's weighing on your mind, maybe hindering you from relaxing, let's get that out of the way. Maybe you have some dishes, in the sink that are yucky. mostly right here. Now what the seagull didn't know was that now what the seagull didn't know was that French fry, that little tiny string of potato, that little ground lemon, that little French fry wasn't just any French fry. Wasn't just any French fry. And then seagull may have known English. And seagull, little bilingual bird, but it never had melatonin. Because that French fry wasn't just a French fry, it was a melatonin French fry. So it ate that French fry. It took off from the beach, right into that cool breeze. And it flew up about 10 feet, then 15 feet, 20 feet. Then guess what happened? Then 25 feet, and 30 feet, and the seagull's eyes began to get a little droopy. 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 And meanwhile, you're on the beach, and you're thinking to yourself, gotcha. You got that little hungry sky fairy magenta bird owl beast summer lizard. You got him good. That seagull, which is now flying 25, 30 feet over the ocean. One eye gets droopy. It blinks. Psh, 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 and it closes. The other eye blinks. Psh, psh, and closes. And now he's flying blind. You can only fly blind for so long before you get discombobulated. So he's flying completely blind the Seagull Service says, it's redemption time. Let's get that open. And there you are, sitting on the beach. You've since fallen asleep from the relaxing waves crashing on the beach. And the cool breeze. And the warm sand between your toes. But that breeze carries more than just a cool wind. It carries the Seagull Service into full source with all its power. And they're coming faster and faster, diving down right towards you. And you wake up knowing there's something watching you just beyond